Good morning, everybody. It's a gray and damp morning, but it's also cool. It's 68 degrees. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. And even though I'm back here in my favorite spot, kind of hidden, tucked back in the wooded area, the sounds of agricultural progress are all around me. So I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but it's there. A lot of machinery going this morning. But thought we would, oh no, we can't do that. I forgot. It's Testy Tuesday. Testy Tuesday. That means get ready for a test. Hope you were studying. Okay. In our alternate first lesson for this coming Sunday, if you've been following along in the Genesis account, we get to the Joseph story. It's really the end of the Jacob story, pushing into the Joseph story, and because, hey, Joseph was one of his sons. That's why you have both of them involved. Now, here's the test, and this is an easy test. Come on. What was the special gift that Joseph's dad, Jacob, also known as Israel, gave to Joseph? I'll give you your choices. Number one, he gave him a coat of many colors. Number two, he gave him a fancy coat that had fancy sleeves. Number three, he gave him a coat that had a real long training tail to it. And number four, he gave him a Buffalo Bills Super Bowl champion hoodie. Good luck. I think I'll go for a little walk, back here underneath the trees and enjoy it. Okay, time's up. Did you get it yet? Hey, we all know that last one. The Super Bowl hoodie. That can't be right. You'd have to be dreaming to come up with that. Dreaming. Remember that word, dreaming, okay? Remember it. So it's up to the first three. Gave him a coat of many colors. He gave him a coat that had a lot of fancy sleeves on it, or he gave him a coat that had a long trailing tail. And the answer is he gave him a coat that had a lot of fancy sleeves to it. What? You're saying I'm wrong? You're saying I'm wrong? That it was the coat of many colors? I'm telling you this. It ain't that, folks. Oh, come on, that's what it says in the Bible. Well, yeah, sorta. This is one of those goofy times when things got a little messed up when you started translating from the Hebrew into the Greek, into the Latin, into the English. Let's blame it all on Sir King James. Yep, when that King James version came out, it was Joseph and his coat of many colors. Not quite right. What's right is we don't really know, because there's a word in there that is the adjective to all this. We don't know what it means. We just plain don't know. And somebody just decided, well, actually it was the authors of the Greek Septuagint, which is the Greek translation of the Hebrew, and then the later Latin translators, and then the King James translators who said, color sounds pretty nice. A coat of many colors. Could it be? Yes, it could be. Do we know? No, absolutely not. But I don't want to ruin things for you. We'll just say his coat of many colors. But actually, it's a coat of many sleeves, okay? Anyhow, it's a fancy dude type of thing that you would wear, and it's not your normal work apparel. It was a very special coat that kind of sets Joseph apart, and that's what gets him in trouble with his brothers. Well, not exactly that. That didn't help. Thank you, Father Jacob, for getting your son in trouble and getting everybody jealous of him and wanting to kill him. Yes, kill him. What got him in trouble, remember that word I told you to remember? Dreams. Dreams. And the dreams were ones of sheaves of wheat that were all bundled up in the field, surrounding one sheaf of wheat. Oh, and that sheaf was Joseph, and all the others were the brothers, and they were bowing down before him. And another dream that Joseph had where the sun and the moon and the stars all bowed down before Joseph. Now, Joseph probably would have gotten away with it if he didn't tell anybody about his dreams, but he did. Now they were all angry at him. They thought he was just a pompous little you-know-what, and they said, you're going to get yours. And the time came when, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Joseph was the family snitch too. Daddy would send him out all the time to check on the other boys and give me a report. And one time he came back with a really bad report. We don't know what that report was. Was it, oh, they lost 4 of your sheep. Oh, they all went out and were playing around with the Canaanite girls. We don't know what it was. All we know is that was basically the nail in the coffin for Joseph. So one day, when Daddy once again sent him out to snitch on him, you didn't know this was in the Bible, did you? These are pretty incredible stories. Anyhow, he comes upon his brothers, and his brothers have decided this is the perfect time to kill him. Of course, we do have Reuben, the oldest brother, who kind of steps up and say, nah, we can't do that. Let's just throw him in a pit, let him die, and then we'll just tell Dad that some animal got him. Reuben had in mind to later go back and rescue his brother. That part of the story is sometimes left out. But he had a little soft spot there, for even though he was angry too, he had that soft spot. Anyhow, to make a long story short, Joseph ends up being sold off into slavery in Egypt. Dad, Jacob, thinks his son has died, and it's just heart-wrenching. What's the point of it all? The point of it all is, we haven't got to the point of it all yet. The point of it all comes later on in Egypt, and that's going to be part of next week's lesson, in which we find that in the midst of all this betrayal and nastiness and, just not good stuff that happens within a family unit, God was still at work. If he could do it for Jacob and all his kids, I think he can do it for us and any of our kids. God is always at work in us. God can still bless us in the midst of our messiness. Well, like I said, it's gloomy, it's raining. I'm getting a few raindrops come down on my head right now. My neighbor is still working out in the field. I can hear the engine going. Hey, it never ends. It never quits. You just got to keep going sometimes. God's blessings be with you. Think about this story, about God's grace and mercy still working in the midst of our family messiness. And also, think twice about sharing any of your dreams with family members. Blessings be with you.